What's up, guys? Peter from Peter Does Coins, and today we've got a whole bunch of silver here. I believe I spent around $3,000. There's a couple of lots that went into this, but we got some cool stuff, so I'm excited to get into it. And we'll start off with this coin here. We've got a Panama Balboa, 90% silver, and this one's from 1966. So I believe the mintage on this one is just about $250,000, or sorry, 250,000. So it's a lower mintage, 250,000. Yes, $250,000 on the one Balboa. So definitely a little bit scarcer of a type from the 1966. And then let's see what else we've got here. I've got this here. This was on my side. I just got a North Korea coin. So this is a 1959 North Korea won Chon. And it's my first North Korean coin, which I think will be pretty popular on our Whatnot auction tonight. And definitely a cool piece there. Then we've got a big sterling silver proof Bahamas $2 from 1970. We've got big sterling 92.5% silver $2 coin from the Bahamas. Nothing too crazy there. Then we've got a King George IV British crown. So that one's going to be 1822. Don't see these very often. And it's 925 silver from Great Britain, 1822. Next up, we have got a Chinese, or what's it called? British trade dollar. It is a 1898 British trade dollar. 90% silver from Great Britain, but these would have been used in colonial Hong Kong and other British territories at the time. So definitely a cool piece. 1898 British trade dollar. Then we've got 1883 Mexico. So I did buy a bunch of Mexico coins. There's going to be a bunch of Mexico silver in here. This one's going to be 25 centavos from 1883, 90% silver there. Then we've got a Hindenburg commemorative German coin. That one's going to be 1936. 1936 5 marks, minted at the Stuttgart Mint. We see the F Mint mark right there. It's going to be 90% silver from Germany, 1936. Then we've got a small Mexican coin here, 1919, 10 centavos. Excuse me, 10 centavos. That's going to be 80% silver from Mexico. All right, here we've got 25 centavos, 1887 Mexico, 90% silver there. This one had me a little bit more excited. It's a Polish occupation of, or no, Russian occupation of Poland, 1840, 10 gross. And this is a bill and silver coin, so I actually think that that's luster on there. I've had one of these before, and it was just wiped clean. It was just super circulated. And this is quite a bit nicer. So I could see this one fetching a premium, I think. It's a bill and silver from Polish, Russian occupation of Poland. So definitely a cool piece there. Then we've got an 1865 20-cent piece, 20 cents silver from Newfoundland. That seems like a very early piece, so maybe that's better date. I have no idea. But it's sterling, or 92.5% silver from Newfoundland. Then we've got a 1944 San Francisco Mint, U.S. Philippines $half or 50 centavos. That's going to be 75% silver from the U.S. Philippines. And here we've got a cool piece. This is an Australian florin, which should be 50% silver from Australia, but it's definitely a cool type, one you don't see very often with the lion and the kangaroo. That one's definitely a cool piece. I think will be popular. Then we've got the Mexico 25 centavos, 1885, 90% silver from Mexico. And we got another one. This one's 25 centavos from 1886, Mexico. Then we've got an 1888 Mexico 10 centavos, 90% silver from the Mexico City Mint. Then we've got 1892 Mexico 10 centavos, Zacatecas Mint. We've got 1884 Mexico, 25 centavos. We've got 25 centavos, Guanajuato Mint, 1887. Here we've got some Mexican, this one's from Chihuahua. We've got a Chihuahua quarter real from 1865. This one might look slick, but it's actually in a little bit nicer condition than a lot of the ones you see. These ones they weren't struck very strong, and they wore off a lot. These were used a lot back in Mexico, and so these ones are notoriously in rougher condition. This is a decent looking one, believe it or not. That's my experience. But here we've got 1947 Newfoundland 1 cent. So this is actually not Canada still. This is still provincial Newfoundland. Newfoundland is separate from Canada as an entity. It did not, the way I understand it, it did not fall under Canada's laws or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Then we had 25 centavos, Zacatecas Mint, 1884, 90% silver from Mexico there. We've got 1898, 10 centavos from that's GA. What is that? Guadalajara Mint, I believe. So that one's cool. We got one of those. Then we've got 1890, 1 florin from Austria-Hungary. Should be 83.5% silver from Austria-Hungary. And we got another one. This one, Austria-Hungary, 1 florin, 1878. 835 silver on this one. Then we've got 1896, 10 centavos from the Zacatecas Mint in Mexico, 90% silver there. We've got a Mexico 1 peso, Morelos on the obverse, 1947. That one's going to be 50% silver. And we've got a King George III shilling, 1819. Definitely a nice original coin in my opinion. And I think that one will fetch a premium. 92.5% silver from 1819. King George III. Then we've got, let's do this one on top. We got Belgium. It should be 835 silver, 1 franc, 1904. So that's a nice find. Not a whole lot of Belgian silver that we find. This one, unfortunately, is bent. It's a U.S. Philippines 10 centavos, minted at the Denver facility in 1944. It's 75% silver on this one. We got a 1915 Cuba 40 centavos. It's 90% silver from Cuba. And these ones we can't seem to keep on the shelf for even more than 1 day. So they always sell. So this one I don't think will be around for very long. We've got an 1832 Canadian penny from Nova Scotia. So that's definitely cool. Canadian provincial copper here in a little bit better condition. Don't usually see these in quite as nice a shape as that. Then we've got a Mexico 1 real. It's 1842 Zacatecas. 1842 Zacatecas Mint 1 real from Mexico. 90% silver on that one. Here we've got an awesome coin. It's an 1889 British Jubilee Head Queen Victorian 1 florin. It's 92.5% silver, the size of a $50 from Great Britain. This one I could see going for a premium. Definitely a nice piece there. Here we've got a Netherlands 25 cents, 1943. That's just going to be 64% silver from the Netherlands. Here we've got the Potsdam commemorative from Germany. It's going to be 5 marks, 1934. 90% silver from Third Reich, Germany. Then we've got a Montreal Canadian bank token. So this one's going to be 1844 half-penny bank token from Montreal, province of Canada. So that's definitely cool. Excuse me. Here we appear to have, it's an 1899 5 ore, from Norway. That's going to be Norwegian copper. That's a larger coin, so I think that one would be desirable, except for the few rim dings that I'm sure I just made on it from dropping it twice. But let's see what else we've got. We've got 1877 Mexico 25 centavos. And it appears this one, did I just flip it wrong? Yeah, that's got a rotated die, so that's pretty cool. But it's 1877 Mexico, 25 centavos, minted at the Guanajuato Mint facility. Here we've got a Mexico 5 centavos. It is going to be 1905 Mexico City Mint. Then we've got an 1891 Zacatecas Mint, 5 centavos. We've got 1892. Let me check. It's definitely a Zacatecas Mint. It's 1892 Zacatecas, 10 centavos. Then we've got 1895 Zacatecas Mint, 10 centavos. And if you're wondering, this is the mint mark in the corner. It's just the ZS right there. That's Zacatecas Mint. If it's an MO, it's Mexico City. If it's GO, it's Guanajuato. If it's GA, it's Guadalajara. So those are the ones we've seen so far. Here we've got a quarter rupee from India, 1942. That one's going to be 50% silver from British India. Then we've got a 1937. What is that? That is 1927. Australia 1 florin. It's going to be sterling or 92.5% silver from Australia. Definitely a cool piece there. Let's go to the big coin we've got here. It's a Cuban coin. I've not had one of these before. It's 1979 Cuba, 20 pesos. 20 pesos from Cuba. Nice uncirculated coin. It looks to be 92.5% silver. And you don't see a lot of Cuban coins from this period, so I could see this going for a premium. Definitely a cool piece there. Let's see what else we got. All right. Here's an 1853 Queen Victoria half penny. This is a half penny. It won't say the denomination on it, but you can tell by the size. So you kind of just have to get acquainted with the size to be able to tell. So that's a half penny there. This one I was pretty excited about. Check this out. This is a nice BU 1893 British farthing. We've got Queen Victoria on there. It's definitely a brown coin, but it's got really nice luster. This is gem uncirculated from 1893. It even has a little bit of red on the bottom here, but it's definitely a brown coin is how it would get certified. Definitely a pretty exciting coin there with luster, 1893. Here we've got a 1993 or 95, it looks like, 10 new pesos from Mexico. That one should be 90%, or I think it's 92.5% silver from Mexico, 1995. So it's a bimetallic coin. And so the part in the middle here is sterling silver. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got a 1928 British half crown. That's going to be 50% silver from Great Britain. We've got a 1920 British half crown. So that's the first year of 50% silver. If it was 1919, it would have been sterling silver. But this is 500 silver. Then we've got a 1916 Cuba, 20 centavos, 90% on that one. We've got Mexico copper, 1904, 1 centavo, copper from Mexico. We've got a 1805 Prussia. I think that's going to be a quarter taler, 1/4 of a taler from Prussia. That's a nice coin. Probably 50% silver from Prussia. So that's definitely cool. German states silver on that one. Then we've got 1893 Mexico 5 centavos, minted at the Zacatecas Mint. We've got 1890 Mexico City 5 centavos. This one's kind of a lower premium coin. It's 1967 Austria 50 shillings. It's going to be 64% silver if I remember correctly. Then we've got a Venezuela 835 silver. It's a 1/4 of a bolivar, 1/4 bolivar. Then we've got this one here. What is that? 1778. So this looks like maybe an Italian state. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like an Italian state's copper. So that's pretty exciting. It says Pius VI, which would be Pope Pius VI. So I'm almost certain that it's Italian states or papal states. But that's definitely a cool piece. Excited to have that one there. Then we've got a 1963 BU Greek 30 dram 835 silver from Greece. Larger size silver there. Here we've got this one I bought in a bezel. It's actually in a silver bezel. It's a 1936 or 1937 Australian 1 crown. The coin itself, I believe, is sterling silver. Yeah, it should be sterling silver from Australia from 1937. So definitely a cool piece there. Here we've got a couple of copper from Russia 1 Kopek coins. We've got 1912 and 1911, just Russian copper Kopeks. This one I left in the flip because I wasn't sure about if I would be able to identify it again. It's a 1940 Bahawalpur. I don't know what this is. It looks like India. Maybe India Princely States 1 Payasa, but I'm not really sure on this one. Bahawalpur State, yeah, so 1/4 anna. So this is the Indian Princely States. So that's definitely a cool copper coin, and that one's in pretty good condition. Then we've got, let's see what else we got. We got a whole pile of coins here, don't we, guys? It's the way to do it. Here we get a 5 marks, 1913, and this one is probably going to be from Prussia. Let's turn around. Yes, Prussia. It's a German Prussia. We can tell by that says right there, Prussia, and it has the design with Wilhelm II on the obverse. If it was from another German state, we would see a different design on that side. But it's 1913, 5 marks from Germany, 90% silver there. Here we've got a Dominican Republic 10 centavos, 1937. That's going to be 90% silver there. We've got a nice lustrous France 5 francs, 1963, 83.5% silver there. Then we've got 1919 Canada 50 cents silver. That's going to be 92.5% silver from Canada. And we've got a real nice Colombian. Actually, I think this side is cleaned though. Nope, this is a different coin. 1934 Colombia 50 centavos, 90% with luster. That's a nice coin. No cleaning on this one from here, at least. Then we've got a X Jewelry 20 centavos. This one, we can see some solder job on both sides. 1941, 72% silver from Mexico. That one, we'll probably just throw it in the junk. Here we've got a 10 centavos from Cuba, 1920, 90% silver there. We've got 5 centavos from Mexico City, 18, what is that? 1899? Yeah, that's what it says. I thought it was 39 at first. Nope, 1899. And we've got Mexico, 1886, Mexico City 10 centavos, 90% there. We've got France 50 centimes, 1909. We've got 1898 10 centavos from Zacatecas Mint. 5 centavos, Mexico City, 1903 Mexico City. We've got a, what is this? 1860, 20 cents. From France. Oh, okay. So it's 835 silver from France, 20 centimes. That's going to be 835 silver there. Here we've got an 1890 Mexico City 10 centavos from Mexico. And we've got a 1892 Zacatecas Mint 10 centavos. Here we've got a U.S. Philippines 1907 20 centavos, 75% silver there. Then we've got 25 centavos from Mexico, 1879. That one's going to be, I forget, what mint is CN? Let me know down in the comments section, what is the CN mint for Mexico? We got plenty more coins, guys. Here we've got a 5 marks from Germany, Stuttgart Mint, Hindenburg commemorative, and that one's going to be 1935. 90% silver from Germany. Then we've got 1929 South Africa, 2.5 shillings. That one's going to be 80% silver from South Africa. Tougher country to find their silver at times. Here we've got a 1916 Cuba, 20 centavos, 90% from Cuba. We've got 1920 Mexico, 72% silver, 50 centavos. We've got a France 5 francs from 1963, 835 silver on that one. We've got another 1920 Mexico 50 centavos. And we've got, what is that going to be? 25 centavos from Guanajuato, 1874. 1874 Guanajuato Mint. Then we've got a Venezuela Quarter Bolivar, 835 silver from 1945. And that one's ex-jewelry. What a junk coin there. Then we've got a 1898 Zacatecas Mint, 10 centavos. We've got a Netherlands 1 Golden, 1967. That's going to be 72% silver. Then we've got a Mexico City Mint, 1895, 10 centavos. We've got a Guanajuato, 1885, 25 centavos from Mexico. Then we've got a 1937 Mexico Copper Nickel, 5 centavos. Not sure how that made it in here, but that's okay. Then we've got an 1885 Mexico 25 centavos, Zacatecas Mint. We've got 1914, so that's going to be sterling or 92.5% silver from Great Britain, half crown. We've got 1935 Germany, Third Reich Potsdam commemorative, 90% silver here. We've got 1893 Mexico Zacatecas Mint, 10 centavos, 90% silver. And we've got 1893 Zacatecas again. Then we've got a nice BU Albert Dürer, who was an artist, a German artist from the 1500s, commemorative 5 marks, 1971, D Mint, which is Munich. This is going to be 62.5% silver from Germany. And we've got another German commemorative, 625 silver from 1973. We've got a pretty nice looking Nova Scotia 1 penny from 1832. Then we've got 1880 Heaton Mint, 10 centavos, or sorry, 10 cents from Canada, 92.5% silver. We've got 5 cents from the Straits Settlements, 1919. So this one, I'm actually not sure what percentage this is. Guys, let me know in the comment section. Is it 92.5% silver? That's what I would assume, but I'm not sure. Have to look that one up before we sell it. Here we've got an 1892 Mexico, Zacatecas 10 centavos. Then we've got a 1987 Austria. Nope, this is Germany. 1987 Germany. That's a cool toner. 10 marks, 625 silver from Germany. Then we've got a 1904 Newfoundland, 50 cents. Sterling silver, Edward VII. Definitely a cool piece there. I apologize for the coughs, guys, but 1963 5 francs from France, 835 silver there. 1935 5 marks from Germany, 90% silver from the Berlin Mint. Then we've got 10 centavos from the Mexico City Mint, 1880. Nope, 1890. Here we've got a that can't be 1923. Nope, 1995 Germany, 10 marks, 625 silver on that one. Here we've got an 1830s King George the Fourth shilling. We've got a King George the Fourth shilling. I'll have to look closer on the date to see if we can get one, but that's definitely a cool sterling silver piece from Great Britain. Then we've got a France 50 centimes, 1866, 835 silver from France. We've got a Potosi Mint, 5 centavos, 1893, Mexico. Zacatecas Mint, 10 centavos, 1893. Here's a better coin. This one's cleaned, unfortunately, but it's an 1892 Colombia 50 centavos, 835 silver from Colombia. Definitely a better coin there. Here we've got a 1885 Mexico City 10 centavos. And we've got a 25 centavos Guanajuato Mint 1883. This one's a Guatemala quarter real, a half real from 1897. That one's going to be 835 silver from Guatemala. Definitely a little bit better coin there. Here we've got a Netherlands East Indies 1914 2.5 cents. That's definitely a cool piece you don't often see. Then we've got 1977 J Hamburg Mint, 10 marks from Germany, 5 marks. We've got Norway silver here. That one's going to be 1874. I think this one's lower percentage silver, but it's definitely a better coin. You don't see that very often. All right. Next up, we got a 1917 Newfoundland 50 cents. 92.5% silver from Newfoundland. We've got an 1882 British India 1 rupee, 91% silver from British India. Here we've got a silver, nice BU 1993, 20 new pesos. So the bimetallic coin, this is 92.5% silver in the middle. We've got a 5 centavos CN mint, which again, not sure what that is, 1904, 90% from Mexico. Then we've got 1897 Zacatecas 10 centavos. A Australian 1966, that's going to be 50% silver, half dollar. And another one there, nice BU coins from Australia. And next up, we've got a 1943 Cuba, 1946 Cuba, 1 centavo. That one's going to be copper nickel, no silver in this one. And we've got an 1876 5 centavos from Mexico City. Unfortunately, that one's been pretty significantly damaged. Then we've got more coins here. We've got a German 5 marks from 1951, 62.5% silver there. We've got a 1950s Japan, 72%, 10 sen. And then we've got a Panama, nope, this one's Colombia, 1938, 10 centavos, 90% from Colombia. Then we've got a Mexico City 5 centavos from 1904. We've got 1907 Panama, 2.5 centésimos, copper nickel on that one. We've got Guatemala silver, 1925, quarter quetzal, 72% there. We've got another of these 1987 Germany 10 marks, 625 silver here, and this one's also got some pretty nice toning. We've got 20 pesetas from Spain, bigger 835 silver, even though it's from 1966. Here's a copper 1 centavo, 1911, Mexico. And we've got a Peru half Dino from 1900. That's actually 90% silver there. Then we've got 1891 Zacatecas Mint, 5 centavos from Mexico. We've got 1885 25 centavos Guanajuato Mint. We've got 72% silver, 20 centavos, 1942 Mexico. We've got another Newfoundland set, 1941. So again, not Canadian yet, it's Newfoundland, provincial Canada. A couple more of these German pieces that we've already seen. And then we've got a 1892 Mexico Zacatecas 10 centavos and a 1885, what is that, 85? Let me take a closer look at that. It is 1895 with some damage, Zacatecas Mint. Then we've got a 1885 Zacatecas Mint, 10 centavos. We've got a Hungary 1 Corona, 1893, 835 silver there. And next up, we've got a 1947 Switzerland 1 franc with damage, unfortunately. Then we've got a 1890 Mexico 5 centavos, 90% from Mexico. And we've got Mexico City 5 centavos from 1901. We've got a 4 pence, Queen Victoria 1854. That one's definitely a nice, cool piece, 92.5%. And 4 pence weren't made for very long, so I wouldn't be surprised if this coin had some premium on it. Here we've got a 1916 France 1 franc, 835 silver from France on this one. We've got a Mexico 50 centavos, 1944, 72% silver. Then we've got Zacatecas Mint, 10 centavos, 1897. Here we've got, what is that, Norway? Yes, 1876, 25 ore, bill in silver, but again, better coin. Next up, we've got another of these 1987 10 marks. And we've got a Cuba, 1915, 1 centavo, copper nickel from Cuba. Here we've got a copper nickel coin from Venezuela, but I think this one's an older piece. It's 2.5 centavos. I've not seen this design, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Just a cool piece there that I haven't seen before. Here we've got a 1926 50% silver 6 pence from Great Britain. And we've got 20 centavos, 1937. That's going to be 72% silver. Here we've got 72% 20 centavos, again, from 1937. And 50 centavos from Spain, 1880. That's going to be 83.5% silver. Couple more coins here. We've got Mexico City, 10 centavos from 1892. We've got Mexico City, 5 centavos, 1904. We've got 1889, 5 centavos from Zacatecas. And we've got a British colonial Ceylon, or modern-day Sri Lanka, 10 cents from 1893, which I believe is like 80% silver. So that's definitely some cool pieces. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. But definitely leave your comments down below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content. We'll see you next time, guys, on Peter Does Coins.